Suppose you have 20 minutes and you would like to carry out a simple experiment. You say, okay, I'm interested to pursue my bliss in 20 minutes, or to pursue something that's interesting, or to pursue something that I am fascinated about, or to pursue something that I am passionate about, and so on and so forth. 20 minutes. There are three things that you could do to carry out that simple experiment. First one is mind map. And if you want to know how to do that, read one of the books written by a man named Tony Buzan. Or engage in free association. Say whatever comes to your mind. The talk of anything goes. Now, as you engage in that process, you will notice three things: something that's interesting, fascinating, something that falls within the category of things that you find them blissful, and something that's not interesting, not fascinating, and something in between these two. Okay, let us use the term interesting to cover that, something blissful, passionate, so on and so forth. Fascinating. So whatever that comes to your mind as you free associate is interesting, or not interesting, or in between. Now we apply a simple principle called the principle of identity. The principle says A is equal A, B is equal B, USA is equal to USA, the universe is equal to the universe, and so on and so forth. Simple identity. Okay, you is equal to you. Now, if something is interesting, then that thing is interesting. If something is not interesting, then that thing is not interesting. If something is in between, then that thing is in between. So what you want to pursue is only that which is interesting or fascinating, and so on and so forth. So what do? As you engage in free association, if something is not interesting, you leave it alone. If something is you're not sure, you leave it alone. If something is interesting, then that thing is interesting, and that is what you go after. If it stops being interesting, then you will free associate again until you find something that's interesting, and then you pursue that. After 20 minutes, you will find something that's interesting. And you may do that experiment again and again to pursue your bliss, or something interesting or fascinating, or something that you're passionate about. Thank you and have a nice day.